The baggers and are out on the track right now.
So what's up, my people? Welcome to the channel. This is going to be my actual first reaction video ever, simply because it's the MotoAmerica Drag Specialties King of the Baggers inaugural at Laguna Seca for 2020. This was a part of the final round of MotoAmerica, so I was completely ecstatic about it, waiting for it damn near the entirety of the year, and I am so happy that it actually happened, and I can't wait for next year, and hopefully they bring it back, because you know they had developed this specifically because people of the baggers and of the cruiser lifestyle wanted to see that their bikes can and will do these types of things that you're about to see in this video. So remarkable shit going down, and I cannot wait to watch it. So you're gonna be watching it with me.
Frankie Garcia had one of the biggest get-offs yesterday as he had a starting line loop out, and there's one of the most iconic views that have ever been seen.
That shit looks so crazy.
And here we go.
All those baggers just standing there like that. That looks fire. Now this is all for the MotoAmerica channel, so obviously hopefully I can upload this. I hope I can. But ooh, oh, he's running off. That shit is incredible, bro.
But Raj, what did he do? Came in a little hot.
It's like an Indian Inferno.
Couldn't hold the line.
And there was the question, though,
Indian back.
Guys, you know, nose and tail.
Indian 1-2, Harley Davidson. That looks like what, Street Glide or something.
We saw it's
in third. I'm not really paying attention to the other stuff though. Trying to figure out what that white one is. I'm not sure. I didn't watch this live, so I'm pretty sure the definition would have been a little bit higher. But in this right now, it's at like 720p, something like that. That's the highest they have it, not 720, 60 frames or whatever. So some of the shit I can't necessarily see. I can't make it out all the way. Maybe on like a close-up shot. Where is that road glide? That was my like number one option, because I know Trash Performance fully. Ooh, look at that. What is that? The Dark Horse, right? Yeah.
Has been so fast, and they put so much money into that Indian, you know, coming up into here. Roger, you talk about everything social media these days. You saw them working a lot with social media and that bike.
I mean,
he running by himself though. Shit.
You know, they're saying how much different things they've changed.
It's what, lap 1 of 8, so
it was pretty interesting. I thought it was just gonna
this
be
oh man.
fun, but you know how it is. You
Nope. Harley looking to make a move. I don't know who is on that bike though. I'm not sure who that is, but that's okay.
Davidson and Vance and Hines gets into something. It's always gonna be all the way, and the same with Indy.
Vance and Hines and all that shit. All these sponsors that came together to do the whole system and all that. This is fucking fantastic, and they the haul ass in too. Just so you know, it's not the riders. Oh no, it's not the bikes. It's the rider. Okay, the rider can make these bikes do these things, man. Like, look, you ain't never think you go knee down on a fucking bagger, but it's getting done. Obviously, these are fully custom shit, so pegs are higher and all that stuff, but it can be done. All these guys for the Invitational actually they actually built the bikes around like aftermarket parts and stuff that's actually available now. Like, it's available to the public, it's available. So if you wanted to build out your bagger to be like this and to actually do these things on these baggers, you can. Well, some of them do have custom parts or whatever, but for the most part, that stuff was developed. Like, it's developed stuff that you can purchase aftermarket. I myself don't have a bagger. I have a cruiser. So
on the 79, the 14 of Frankie Garcia. Garcia, you know, would they have raced together? I mean, recently, would you think, Roger, in the past few years? I mean, Garcia has been there with too much age disparity.
All right, so 14 is Frankie Garcia. That's the corkscrew right there. I think. I don't know, but there's a corkscrew somewhere, and they got to get like real good footage. Yep, I was right. That was the corkscrew.
Know what they're doing in a racing sense, and it maybe just not with this equipment.
They get some fire ass footage. It looks dope. They're going at it. But there's like a clear distinction between them. O'Hara is going. They look back, nobody there. That's a road glide?
Yesterday I told y'all that I thought
that's the Trash Performance right there. I think that's the Trash Performance.
What is the fist pump for Travis Wyman as he was coming down the front straightaway?
The turbocharged Trask machine right now, letting everybody know maybe he's coming through like Babe Ruth calling the shot right now. In behind him, Corey West on the slide.
The commentary is fucking funny as hell.
Up on him. West right now in the number 6 spot trying to climb up, but Travis Wyman Looks like he's telling the boys on the pit wall, I'm coming through. He's got that turbo hooked up. He's not looking at the trap speed right now. We're looking at 125, 126. So big mile per hour out of these machines as they come through. With Seika. Quick look over his shoulder just to make sure that the slide guide's back there.
126 miles per hour.
And running that turbo, taking some chances. But
granted, you can't get that on the highway with these things, but to do that, taking turns and all this other shit, doing cornering, I doubt it. They're probably cornering at around 50, 60, 70 miles an hour. Might be slowing it down a little bit more. Obviously, these guys had to get used to these bikes. They didn't have, like, some of them probably had experience with baggers. But riding like this, probably not until maybe building up to this, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, like during this year and stuff, they got practice sessions and stuff like that. So, and this is that final option. But damn, O'Hara is really gone. They're not catching him at all, man.
And I can just tell you, these guys are going a lot faster than it looks like on this TV. I mean,
like,
looking at our
a lot faster.
Window, these guys coming over turn one. I cannot believe where Hayden Gillum is right here. How fast they are going on these baggers over this turn one.
You know, one of the great things, especially for the road
see the close up of his face? That man. And at the beginning, I don't know if anybody saw it, but at the beginning of the race, at launch, a couple guys was about to hit them wheelies, man. Ooh, somebody ran off.
This is our leader,
O'Hara went off
the track, and he's dropped back to what? Third now. He picks it back. Now we got a race. Heron's having difficulties.
Oh no.
Does Hayden Gillum on the Vansenheim street glide?
Well, it looks like he's smoking.
He's either losing something. Was that smoke? Was
nah, that might have been dust.
Something's happened. Look at the bike back
in
third
fine
in this picture. I don't see it now, though. Maybe it was just dust. Maybe brought a little dust out there. Hey, now we've got a race, Roger. He can maybe turn lap
honestly,
times
now we do.
Too quicker than the field. Well, he's
Gillum in first, Garcia. I'm thinking of something else. Garcia's in second. Still pretty good distance.
Hey, Roger, what's the one thing you see about
that's American. That's American shit going battle for battle, man. I don't know if victory's not being made anymore, so I'm not sure.
Close to him,
it's a bunch of Harleys. It's a bunch of Harleys, a bunch of Indians. They said that there was a Kawasaki and something else in there. I didn't see it, but I think it's what that white one was. That white one might have been one of the Japanese joints.
Some of the other classes out there.
Looks like
one of the metric baggers. I think. Oh, something fall off.
Just a little bit. And push where was that too?
Did something fall off?
Sector, he's half a second or 2/10 quicker than Gillum was, so you can see him. He's already catching back up.
Was that turn 2 where he went off?
Yeah.
Just maybe
Gillum is whooping ass. What
What
did they put on Gillum bike, man?
You can see how the sun going over turn one.
You can clearly see he is catching up. Like he's sticking with him even after running off in the dirt.
This is where O'Hara had the difficulty earlier.
You know, Robbie, I heard you mention earlier, how do you get through this one? You start to become comfortable suffering. You know that the sweat in your eyes right now. You know the guys behind you, they have it all. Can you get comfortable in that suffer mode? And again, it looks like the 29 of Tarig.
You having issues in the front?
Over the front of the S&S Indian, trying to look over, and
he's
some
smoking.
smoke coming out of the back of that.
I don't know if he has gravel under there, and then when he goes to the corner, maybe some of it's blowing out. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Because it's always he's leaned over.
It's a liquid-cooled machine compared to some of these air-cooled.
He's still pushing that shit.
That thing's reignited right now, folks.
He's feeling like something right. That is smoke, though, for sure.
But he do not care.
Yeah.
If you notice that, doesn't do it on the straightaway. It's always
Indian really want that W, man. I like it. I like it. They're really fighting for that shit. 4 laps to go. The bike will probably last that long. Hopefully, I don't know.
As they came across the stripe, but there's still 4 laps to go. He's got plenty of time if he takes that time. But the other question is, with that fluid leaking, could he possibly get a flag to pull off? Is it just something that's burning? That could be a factor. Can that bike continue to run for 4 more laps?
Something's not right either, because I mean, even when he came out of turn 2, that last lap, you could see him stand up and look over the front end, but you can see he's already catching up to Hayden Gillum.
Yeah, he's still pushing, so I don't know if it's really that big of an issue.
Out front, Frankie Garcia on the Roland Sands machine has slid back to third as Tyler O'Hara on the S&S Street Glide Challenger. Indian Challenger has moved up into the number 8 spot, and looks like he has ignited himself coming up. So the Indian Challenger,
yeah, he's still haul assing.
Tyler O'Hara seems to have really come back together, and he is starting to gather up the street.
Garcia is really dropping back. I don't understand how he's getting lost like that.
Man, these guys not used to the pit board coming. He's going to see a plus whatever. Ben Bostrom taking a
what happened to him?
77 on that Fueling Parks entry, having some difficulties. I was really impressed by
that
his
sucks.
starting, though. You know, I was wondering, like, who's
But it still
gonna
looks
push
like
it on the
he's
start.
pretty
It was
much riding
definitely
hard.
gonna be that
But it might
pressure
just be to
on
get to the
early.
pit. Who knows?
Man, we've got some great battles out there, but the battle for the lead right now rages
first.
on. Harley Davidson against Indian.
That's classic. That's fire. That's fire. They going. Oh man, and O'Hara is really putting on that effort though. Look like whether or not there's a bike or anything, he's really putting on that pressure.
You talk about racecraft right now, and Hayden Gillum able to just move over, take the line just a little bit from him.
Nice defense on that line.
No, don't do it. Thank you, Lord.
That corkscrew.
We will get a lot of pictures and a lot of
Yes,
video.
I saw this on the actual on the Instagram. That shit was fucking fan. That shit was awesome.
In V-twin history right now, Indian Challenger against Harley
Let's go.
Davidson Street Glide.
Let's go.
And the battle rages on. 3 to go.
And they're going. O'Hara not giving up. They lapping O'Hara?
Oh, and I think this is what O'Hara needs to make that pass early. Backing it in is Gillum.
The first foot drag of the weekend. I saw it come off the peg. And folks, there's only one bike with floorboards, and that's the Arlen Ness Logan Hockey bike. And these machines. I
don't understand why you put floorboards. I mean, I guess it's easy to ride, but for what these guys are used to, I wouldn't think of putting floorboards on the bike.
2 laps to go now. There's the.
See, everything's a little bit higher up. The exhausts are higher up. All that stuff is higher up simply because they needed to be able to do all that cornering and all that stuff. The bags themselves are higher up.
The speed to get up there, and he's just trying to put the pressure on, maybe make a mistake out of Hayden Gillum.
Drag Specialties King of the Bagger
Yeah,
has
but Gillum don't look like he want to make a mistake right now. It look like he's just running slower. He's just running at a slower pace. Oh, he's still trying to get that. Still trying to get that pass, that overtake. He's still pushing.
Ben Bostrom back to 5th. Corey West on the slide glide.
It looks like the Harley's got a little more top speed, but the Indian in the corners is a little better.
Liquid cooled against
it's just different riders, honestly. It's just different
race
riders on that other, if I'm being honest with you.
Again, holds the advantage.
And different style of bike. It might not corner as fast. That's standing taller than the fucking Indian anyway.
It may be big, but he's kind of freewheeling coming into some of those turns.
Oh, you saw that backslide?
Do the slingshot. There it is. Going into the
late braking, backsliding, and pulling off, and oh man.
I was going to say Rossi passes Stoner, but that's not what happened.
This is not 2008.
That was O'Hara Gillum, and here they come back down in the view. The folks here, man, we wish there was more here, but we know they're tuned in around the globe right now watching this epic battle.
Ooh, yeah, that was. Oh,
the PM Street Glide over there.
Well, 1 lap at a straightaway still to go here, and the
let's go.
Come on.
Come on.
O'Hara. Down that
come on.
Straight. Hayden Gillum, does he have anything?
O'Hara's back in the fucking first. Final lap.
He can.
Let's go.
He's done it once.
Gillum.
Put the pressure on.
Look like he might be.
Shot off in this turn.
Might be pulling away from Gillum, man.
He's still slinging it in there, Raj.
Nah, he's still. No, they going.
Folks, I hope
is he
that
going
you
to push?
guys at home were wondering how this was going to look. I don't know if you think it was going to be this amazing, but it is truly
is he going to push?
Edge of the seat set up, white flag lap. Harley Davidson against Indian Challenger, and Tyler O'Hara has the advantage.
The other Indian,
big advantage.
About 10 seconds behind in 3rd. That would be your podium. Travis Wyman in 4th. Very
Jesus, this man is going so fast. Yo, the next position is 10 seconds behind.
In a 4th position.
Oh, that's fire.
This is the king of the baggers.
Bostrom pulled off.
And they're dropping like flies.
Yeah. You got it. O'Hara got it. That distance, a little bit too much.
We do have a couple on the pitch, but plenty of.
A little bit too much.
Logan Lockey on the Arlen Ness Road Glide has cracked the top 10 as he moved the 50.
Some of these guys are off track and stuff like that, which is it sucks to see. It does truly suck to see. They're pretty much off out of the race, but there's still what 8 or so drivers, riders left. But O'Hara, I thought it would have been some issue with the bike, but he still pushed that shit. He's still doing whatever's necessary, and it looks like he's pulling away with this victory because Gillum don't look like he's in any. He's not close enough to pounce in any way, shape, or form. And Garcia is still what 10 seconds behind.
Here comes the foot drag, Roger Lee. We are about to witness history as the first checkered flag ever.
Let's get it.
In MotoAmerica, history goes to the Indian of Tyler O'Hara, 2nd place. Vance and Hines, Harley Davidson, Hayden Gillum.
This don't prove nothing. This don't prove, you know, that the Indian is better than Harley. I guess it kind of does if they make it into that. I feel as though they're gonna bring this shit next year. They're probably gonna standardize this a little bit more. Just have these guys keep doing this, and then that will be some crazy marketing shit. These guys, they're excited.
These guys right now are probably having one of the most.
You gonna wheelie this shit?
No. I said you go drag the bags on the back. Yeah, right.
Here's that 86, the turbo out there. Again, another piece of history that's being made here. Travis Wyman.
You can see it there on the
that
side.
Trash performance.
And stuff for Travis. Good job by him finishing in 4th ahead of Corey West.
That shit was fire.
And I can't tell you enough. I mean, Lance Bryson from MotoAmerica and I sat down with these guys. And we've talked about this. Lance, thanks so much.
He's just
for
chilling
that
with it. That's dope.
MotoAmerica effort.
I thought I really wanted that Trash performance to be in that top level, that top, that first place.
To get his bagger
It
out
looks
here
dope
and do
though.
it next time, right?
That looks dope. Oh man, and just running through, riding like that. All the bikes look fucking stunning.
Hey, we got to talk with Wayne and the boys, but there was definitely some discussions. I know
Frankie Garcia, 3rd place.
And there's already been some
That's fire. Top speed, 127 miles an hour on a closed course track. Not like a straight ass highway or nothing, bro. That's fucking incredible. Hella turns in the way. It's fire. Ooh, he's getting it.
Street Glide 2nd.
He's getting it.
On the Rolling Sands Indian Challenger 3rd. Travis Wyman.
That celebration lap.
Trask Road Glide 4th. Corey West on the Sly Glide. Alex Fox.
That little
the
wheelie
number
up in
9
there.
so famous from Stan
That was
Fox's
fire.
father, one of the great
that was fire.
and IndyCar drivers has to be extremely emotional right now. Oh man. Fred Fox and Paula sitting back on the couch watching the number 9. They got to be pumped. Finishing in the top 5. Eric Stahl on the mullet.
Everybody, they celebrating. They happy,
Stahl
man.
and Soma were some of the first guys to ever come out here on Dyna's back.
They
I
happy.
think the street bike crowd wanted to beat them up, and here they are. Now on television, the Valentino Rossi kisses to the crowd.
Yeah. Usain Bolt as he was coming by and doing the bow and arrow.
8th place on that Barnett Street Glide. They've had this bike a while. They dug it out of mothballs, souped it up, and Chance Darling and his crew have to be
Usain Bolt doing the bow and arrow.
Logan Lackey on the Arlen Ness bike, a super late entry. They had about a week, comes across the line.
That was a bow and arrow?
Ben Bostrom.
I could have sworn that was just his version of like a lightning bolt. Whatever. I don't know, man.
DNF in 11th. Josh Herron.
That was fire.
Barnes. What a great lineup of riders in one event, gentlemen. How
that
about
was
that?
Fire.
We made some history here today.
Pretty solid. And again, thanks to Drag Specialties, the king of the baggers. I believe they have a crown for the king. And Hayden Gillum gave it a heck of a fight. I guess he'd be the prince right now.
You really did give it a good fight.
There's one guy in the paddock that lives on a bagger. His day job is a policeman in North Carolina. Mike Coppolis is probably checking that out. I said, man, we need to get you out there next year. You can't come in here as a spectator for the race itself. These are campers, friends, and
that was fire.
Just happened to be camping.
That was dope. I liked it. That was real interesting shit. Battle of the Baggers, man. I would love for it to actually return. And hold on, let me change it. I would actually love for it to happen next year as well, because I know that for a fact this is going to be pretty entertaining. It's going to be pretty funny. Not funny. It's going to be pretty exciting. And stuff like this is probably going to be even greater marketing for Harley Davidson and Indian and whatever other bagger organizations that come in and actually participate in this shit. It would be dope to have like a simple invitational event or something like that. That I'm pretty sure it's going to get standardized, man. This was fucking exciting. Obviously, if we bring fans into it when this COVID stuff is over, it's going to be even more exciting. You know, fans celebrating, fans just lined up all over that fucking, all over this dirt, all over on the stands, all that stuff. It would be fucking epic. And to see baggers do that, man, baggers are amazing. You know, they're heavy bikes that people just ride around the tour on. But you know, obviously there's those guys, you know, that do the hooligan shit on there. I'm not gonna hold you. There's those guys that could do that. And but with this right here, you know, like the Dyna Bros and the Bagger Bros that can toss up, do wheelies, drift, and burnouts all day. This was fucking exciting. And if you guys want to check out more, head over to their to the MotoAmerica Instagram page, man. That's fucking entertainment straight up. And you, I mean, head over to their YouTube too, as you can see. This is where I kind of got the video from anyway. So head on over there. That's it for me though. Have a wonderful day. Peace.
Just touched a whole bunch of new people that might be part of the road racing.
Look at everybody in the, from the paddock down there at the podium checking this out. I think it's definitely something.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to check out any more of my content, head down to the description box down below. And remember, you only have one life. Go out there and enjoy it.